Hey y'all, we're jumping right into this makeup routine. I'm going in with the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in Apple Lime, and I'm applying this to make sure my lips are nice and hydrated before going in with the rest of my makeup. Next, I'm spraying my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray to prime my skin before foundation. For foundation, I'm using the Fenty Ease Drop Skin Tint in the shade 17, and I'm applying this evenly to my entire face. So as you can see here, I am dealing with some dark marks, so I'm applying more of that skin tint directly to those areas for additional coverage. So when I do my makeup like this, I don't mind if some of the dark marks show through my foundation, which is why I didn't go in with concealer or a color corrector to cover them up. But if you are going for a more flawless foundation look, I would suggest going in with either a concealer or a color corrector. Now I'm contouring with the Fenty Matchstick in the shade Truffle to add some dimension to my face. I already have a pretty narrow face, so I mainly contour to make my cheekbones pop and just for that added dimension. Now I'm applying the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Honey to highlight my under eye area. This is the first time I've used this shade and I really don't know how I feel about it, but we're gonna roll with it. I don't use much concealer under my eye because, for one, this is a lightweight beat, and also I naturally have fine lines under my eyes, so I don't want to accentuate those. So yeah, the main key is just to make sure that your concealer is fully blended out with no creases before moving on with setting powder. For setting powder, I'm using the Mercier translucent powder, and I'm applying an even layer under my eyes to set the concealer. Now to warm up the face, I'm using the Fenty bronzer in Coco Naughty. As I'm editing this, I'm realizing that I use a lot of Fenty products. Hey Rihanna girl. But yeah, it's spring, so we want to look nice and bronzy. I'm applying it to the same areas that I apply my contour. Now I'm using the Morphe bronzer in the shade Leader, and I'm going to add just a tiny amount right under my cheekbones. This color is slightly warmer than the Fenty bronzer, so adding this is going to give those cheekbones an extra pop. Okay? Now to add a little color using the Maréna Beauté. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. But going in with her blush palette, I'm applying the shade Sweet Brown to my cheeks. Y'all, I was so scared to apply this blush. I'm typically not a blush person, but I'm trying new things, so yeah, here we are. But I did end up liking it though. Here I'm using the Mercier powder again to sharpen my bronzer, and I'm going to leave that powder there to bake while I finish my makeup. For eyebrows, I mainly just fill in the sparse areas so that they look more put together. In a few seconds, you'll see that I ended up just running mascara through my brows before moving on to the next step. Picking up that Morphe bronzer again, I'm applying it to my lids to add color to my eyes. And that's another tip, if you don't want to use eyeshadow, you can definitely just go in with your bronzer to add that extra color. For mascara, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara. You can use any mascara you want for this step, or you can apply falsies if that's your preference. I'm using the Sephora Microsmooth powder in the shade Mahogany to dust off the setting powder underneath my bronzer and to add just a little bit of color under my eyes. Now, you know, if we're mentioning MAC lip liners, we have to mention Cork, okay? I'm just lining my lips with MAC Cork lip liner before adding color to my lips. For gloss, I'm using the Fenty Heat Gloss Bomb in Fussy. For my last step, I'm spraying the Urban Decay setting spray one last time to set my makeup. I'm making sure to press it into my skin with the Beauty Blender to ensure everything is melted evenly. And now for the completed look. If you made it to the end, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.